National Analyst's bold stance on Caitlin Clark comparison delivers brutal reality check to 3x WNBA champion. I think it's just life. That's how Caitlin Clark shrugs off the noise, the criticism, the relentless spotlight. But even in the offseason, when she finally had a moment to breathe, the discourse didn't stop. Now, people are comparing her to a 3x WNBA champion and veteran of 10 seasons. The debates are everywhere. Yet amid the chaos, one national analyst stepped up, cutting through the noise to remind everyone, this isn't basketball, it's just drama. On a recent episode of her podcast, Rachel A. Demeter called for an end to the unnecessary comparisons between Clark and Gray. There was some discourse online about Chelsea Gray and some WNBA media personalities claiming that she is still the best point guard in the WNBA. Demeter said, and it seemed like this narrative, and the reason they were saying these sorts of things was to spite Caitlin Clark and to spite other players in the WNBA. Demeter dismissed the debate as a distraction from what really matters: basketball. I don't want to get too much into it. It's drama that I feel like we are above. And there's no reason as to why, on a random week in February, we are trying to say that Chelsea Gray is better than Caitlin Clark after we saw the kind of season that she had last year, she said. Sometimes they say certain things to spite other players, but all they're actually doing is putting the player they're trying to prop up in this kind of crazy fire that they didn't ask to be in. For those looking for a direct statistical comparison, the numbers tell an interesting story. Gray, a seasoned veteran with a decade in the league, holds a 3-0 head-to-head record over Clark, a rookie. However, in terms of individual production, Clark's numbers stand out. According to StatHead.com, Clark averaged 19.2 points, 5.7 rebounds, and 8.4 assists per game, compared to Gray's 12.0 points, 3.1 rebounds, and 5.0 assists. Clark also leads in three-point shooting, 38.2% versus 34.4%, and free throw percentage, 90.6% versus 86.5%. On the other hand, Gray's experience is undeniable. She has a WNBA title and a Finals MVP honor to her name. The real question is, why is this conversation happening in February, during the off-season? As Demeter pointed out, it's an unfair comparison. Clark has played just one season, while Gray has had 10 years to build her resume. The sample sizes are completely different, making any side-by-side breakdown feel forced and, frankly, bizarre. Meanwhile, what people should be focusing on should be Clark's influence off the court. Clark's homecoming frenzy. 15,000 tickets gone in 40 minutes. University of Iowa fans wasted no time securing their spots for her highly anticipated return to Carver-Hawkeye Arena. All 15,000 available tickets sold out in just 40 minutes during an Iowa presale. Clark, who became a household name with the Iowa Hokies, is set to play on her old home court once again as the Indiana Fever take on the Brazilian national team in an exhibition game on May 5. The event, hosted by Pro Hoop Sports and Events, rather than the University of Iowa, marks an emotional homecoming for the basketball star who helped elevate the popularity of women's basketball to new heights. Excitement had been building since the Indiana Fever first announced the game last month. Anticipation only grew after Iowa Athletics revealed that pre-sale tickets would open on February 27 for donors and season ticket holders, with prices ranging from $60 to $200. General ticket sales were supposed to launch the next day, with prices between $70 and $250, plus fees. But within minutes, it became clear that demand far exceeded supply. By the 45-minute mark, every seat was spoken for. The Iowa women's basketball page confirmed the sellout, with journalist Chloe Peterson reporting the news on social media. Fans were limited to purchasing 4 tickets each, ensuring as many supporters as possible had the chance to witness Clark's return. However, with tickets gone in record time, many were left scrambling for alternatives to see the game. Clark's Iowa homecoming is stealing headlines, but she's not the only WNBA rookie returning to her old stomping grounds. On May 3, LSU legend Angel Reese will make her own triumphant return to Baton Rouge. The Clark-Reese rivalry, which set the basketball world on fire in college, is about to reignite on the pro stage. And in a poetic twist, their WNBA teams will tip off the season against each other, Fever versus Sky, a showdown fans won't want to miss. Although the noise surrounding these two are loud and the debates unavoidable, but at its core, it's what makes women basketball the spectacle it is.